Just days after World AIDS Day, the Ohio Department of Health delivered a major blow to Cleveland's public health department.
Next year, the department is losing $1.5 million allocated towards HIV and AIDS prevention, education, and treatment.
News 5's Amanda Van Allen breaks down what this means for Northeast Ohio.
Bad news for Cleveland's public health department.
It's a travesty. It's just a travesty. Our community will not be served now because we will not have these dollars.
In January 2020, Cleveland, who has more than 3,000 people living with AIDS, will lose over $1 million in AIDS and HIV funding. They say the community has come to rely on.
They notified us last week that based on a scoring rubric that it did not pass the threshold that they require in order to fund.
This news comes just as dozens of people were gathered here to visit the AIDS Memorial Quilt. It's a moving art exhibit where people pay tribute to the folks who lost their life to the disease.
I miss his presence, but he's always with me.
William Kraft lost his partner of 15 years, Patrick Broussard, to AIDS nearly 6 years ago.
It reinforces the loss, being right here in front, obviously, yes.
And there's so many other broken hearts just like his.
I like it. That's the way I want it.
Metro Health houses pieces of the AIDS quilt every other year to remember those we've lost and to fight to finally end the epidemic. The hospital was also a recipient of some of the city's HIV funds that are no more.
I'm hopeful that the funds will still come to the region, so we'll be able to continue doing the work that they have been doing.
But if that's not the case, Metro Health is dedicated to still helping their 1,700 patients living with AIDS and HIV.
We're fortunate that, at least we will continue to provide those services regardless of funding. By shifting things around and using internal sources as we need to.
The state says Cleveland scored well below what's required to keep their funding, and they didn't fix their, quote, performance deficiencies. Amanda Van Allen, News 5.